The words Build Back Better has nothing to do with what's really going on. And as more detail comes out about what's really happening inside those 2,400 page documentation there, I have an article here that talks about some of the most recent information on how they're looking to destroy more of the small businesses. Let's talk about this. So I just came across an article, wanted to take a quick minute to share my 2 cents on it, but more importantly, just shine more light on what's really inside of those 2,400 pages that's expected to be voted on this week without anybody having actually read them. But yet it looks like some reporters were able to get a hold of some information and shine some light on it. It has to do with more destruction. So ultimately, when it boils down to it, the bill should be called the Destroy America Act, because inside those pages, they were written by lobbyists as well as the people who will benefit most, which happens to be the big corporations as well as the pharmaceutical industry, I'm sure. Nothing about what's inside those pages has anything to do with actually building back. And take a look at this clip real quick to get an idea of how much it costs per page.
2,500 pages. If you take a look at $3.5 trillion price tag and you do the math, that's $1.4 billion for every page of this bill, and they want to pass it this week. How many Democrats do you think have read this? Think Nancy Pelosi's read it? Think Chuck Schumer's read it? Do you think Joe Biden, who is desperately begging Democrats to pass it, do you think he's read it? Do you think he knows what's in it?
So there you have it, $1.4 billion per page, of which they're looking to pass this week with no questions. But yet, here's an article I want to put on the screen right here that shines more light as to what's really inside of it. And of course, this is just one of probably hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces of legislation that has nothing to do with building back, but more likely destroying America, putting a final nail in the coffin. But as you guys can see here, it's from Forbes. It says Biden's vax mandate to be enforced by fining companies $70,000 to $700,000. So once again, if this is about building back, you would want to add jobs, put more money in people's pockets. But yet it goes to show that this true agenda is ultimately about reshaping America in alignment with the globalist agenda that's about tearing down America and not improving it. So give an idea what's going on here. And of course, I'll link it down below for you guys to check it out. So outside of the mandate of all companies of 100 employees or so to begin enforcing people to participate in this experiment, it looks like on Saturday, it says, Speaker Nancy Pelosi's House quietly tucked an enforcement mechanism into the $3.5 trillion reconciliation bill, passed it on the Budget Committee, and sent it to the House floor. Buried on page 168 of the House Democrats' 2,400-page mega bill is a tenfold increase in fines for employers that willfully or repeatedly or even seriously violate a section of a labor law that deals with hazards, death, and serious physical harm to their employees. And just to get an idea of what's really inside, I'm going to take more time to scan through it, but if you click on this mega bill link here, it'll actually take you to the actual full 2,400 page documentation. And so in the next couple of days and weeks, I'm going to dive in further to try to see what's really inside of it, because I'd imagine more information that we uncover, the more details we can actually find out about how they're trying to reshape and restructure this country. But it goes on to say the increased fines on employers could run as high as $70,000 for serious infractions and $700,000 for a willful or repeated violations, almost $750,000 for each fine. It says if enacted into law, the vax enforcement could bankrupt non-compliant companies even more quickly than the $14,000 OSHA fine anticipated under the Biden's announced mandate. The ultimate goal is to bankrupt non-compliant companies, which plays right along with that you'll own nothing and you'll be happy with it agenda was established by the UN and the World Economic Forum. And it seems to be at this current moment, all the key details that make that a reality within this country here probably lies in the pages of that Destroy America Act, or those 2,400 pages disguised as Building Back Better. But I just want to take a quick minute to just keep you guys up to date as to what's going on as more information is revealed as to how this current bill, as well as the many others that are coming, will put more pressure on small business as well as households in the days ahead. So what does all this mean? In my personal opinion, take as much of the disposable capital you have now, put it to work for you in ways that allows it to grow, as well as make sure you put some on the side for a rainy day, because based upon all the activity they're throwing out right now, they're deliberately trying to hit people where it hurts most, and that's in their pockets. So outside of the volatility of the markets, we all anticipate something coming in the next few weeks or months, but focus on and look for ways to turn what they're trying to create in the form of pain into opportunities to be a blessing for you. So as always, continue to stack, get all your necessary preparations in accordance to what you use now and what you will use in the future. And that'll help cushion you in the days ahead and also give you a foundation to stand on in the days ahead as we go through all this radical change that they're trying to roll out. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents there. Curious to hear it. What do you guys think? What other surprises do you think is going to be inside that bill? If you got time, read it for yourself and let us know. But other than that, as I find out more information, I'll make sure they let you guys know. Enjoy the rest of your day.